Radio Raheem here with Spencer Fearon. You have an up-close, eagle-eye view of boxing in Britain like no one else, really. They come to your podcast toe-to-toe on Sky Sports. Every fighter comes here. They stop and say what's up to you. You have private conversations. You got the inside track. Give us the scoop on Triple G versus Kell Brook.
It's not an easy fight for Triple G. To the fact that we have to look at the things that Golovkin does. He's really, really good. You know what I mean? I've been saying I've been taking a mickey out of the Golovkin fanboys and saying, he's a plodder, he doesn't do nothing. But on the rules, you break him down. I've watched a lot of his fights. He's very good. But it's going to take a special fighter to beat him. And you're going to have to wrong foot him and constantly break alignment. So he's coming in, like Golovkin comes in and he doesn't really sway that much from side to side because he's a guy that doesn't mind taking a shot. So if Kell Brook can pop that shot and take his left leg and put his left leg over to his right to break that alignment and spin and throw a right hand left hook on Golovkin, which I've seen Kell Brook do on many occasions, he's in with a chance to constantly keep a wrong foot in him. Can he keep that for 36 minutes? Then that's a really, really big, we don't know, right? But we want him to. We want him to for the fact that he's taken the fight. We want him to because history will state that when guys are moving up from 147 up to middleweight and they're fighting a solidified champion, not some paper champion. Golovkin is a solidified champion and he's a monstrous puncher. And we just saw him when he was hitting the pads. Abel Sanchez wasn't even trying to slam the pad onto his hands to try and create a sound effect. You was hearing a thudding sound. They're bone-breaking punches, right? Kell Brook's got to be 100% on his game. And if Kell Brook's on 100% on his game, break alignment and pop his jab, because Kell Brook has got an excellent jab. And not only that, I saw in a Willie Monroe fight that Golovkin's susceptible to uppercuts. It's just that Willie Monroe didn't have the experience to administer those uppercuts on him. Kell Brook's got very good timing. If Kell Brook can administer that uppercut and just keep him moving, I think Kell Brook should opt to box in this fight. He shouldn't opt to try and, I'm going to give it to him and try and hurt him, because you're trying to hurt a guy that's constantly been at 160, who's a strong, big, set, fit 160 guy. It's going to be difficult. I think he should opt to box.
We heard thuds from Triple G.
Horrible.
We heard pops from Kell Brook, but more pops than thuds. Can Kell Brook pick Triple G apart without being susceptible to that big one shot that drops him? That's the question, right? Does he have the ability to do this?
I believe that he does. I believe, seriously, I'm talking about the Winkerbank gym. The Winkerbank gym where great fighters, and like Harold Graham was like most probably one of the best fighters out of this country, never to win a world title. Johnny Nelson, Nassim Hamid, right? Just these three alone, even Junior Witter. But those three, what Brendan Ingle taught his guys was to hit and not get hit. Do you understand? Sometimes win ugly, but then put some entertainment in it, but hit and not get hit. Kell Brook can actually do that style, but over the years he hasn't opted to hit and not get hit, because Kell Brook's a warrior and he's a hurtful guy, spiteful guy. He likes to sit down on his shots. He's gonna have to revert back to what he was first taught: to hit and not get hit, lateral movement, and befuddle the work of Golovkin, because Golovkin's a guy that will stand in front of you and doesn't mind taking a shot, because he knows, like, I could take two of your shots. I'm tough. All I need is to detonate one or even half of one. Sometimes the breeze of the punch that goes past guys from Golovkin can hurt guys, right? So he's going to have to try and to mix him up and turn him and befuddle him. And it's not going to be an easy night, but I mean, please God, I hope he does it.
What about grit? What about that spirit of the fighter when this fight gets tough, it gets gritty? If the guy doesn't get blown away, then we're going to be in a real fight. In those moments, who do you think has the most grit? Who prevails if it comes down to heart?
When it comes down to heart, Kell Brook, because he's shown it to me time and time again that he can grit it out, right? Golovkin hasn't shown me that he can grit it out. But what I will say is, you saw Kell Brook here does punching and boxing southpaw. Watch the Kasim Umar fight, 2011, right? Kasim Umar smokes more weed than Bob Marley, right? No, seriously, right? And Kasim Umar was past peak at the time, but Kasim Umar gave Golovkin a run and got stopped in later rounds. So me watching that, I'm saying, you know what? I've seen improvements in Golovkin since he's mixed with Abel Sanchez, but the major improvement with Golovkin, he's got a nice haircut now and wears nice shorts and gets custom-made boxing boots. But he's actually the same guy from the amateurs. But him being the same guy from the amateurs, he was a monster in the amateurs, so he's just showing me that he's a monster now. Kell Brook's got a chance. Listen, I'm British, man. Come on, man, I'm British. And I know, I know, like, Golovkin's some big star now in America, apparently, right? He's a big star, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm British, right? So therefore, patriotism gets the better of me, but patriotism doesn't get me so naive to be stupid and say, oh, well, Kell Brook's going to go and knock him out. No, I think Kell Brook has the opportunity to outbox, confuse Golovkin. And you know what? If it goes points, Kell Brook's going to get the decision. He's going to get the nod. Remember, I'm telling you.
Radio Raheem with Spencer Fearon giving us the inside scoop and a prediction. Always a pleasure to talk to you before the fights, man. We'll see you at the...
I want to see you tomorrow down at Sky Studios to the ringside toe-to-toe because we get great reviews when you're on the show. Because Radio Raheem, you know your stuff, man.
It's a pleasure and an honor to work with you every time.